That's Tom. Tom and Jerry. Where's Jerry?
There's gotta be
Jerry's
somewhere.
right here.
There-
No, that's not it though. My name is Chiwon An. I'm tattoo artist. Welcome to my studio. I'll show you today my collection of dead thing and body part and some strange stuff. Some of them are from Tibet or Asia. There's some other stuff from Dayak, which is from Borneo. Wet specimen of cat or dog or like pig brain and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty normal stuff that I have here. I thought everyone have it. Why? I'm not sure. Yeah, started with a small collection, and actually Lindsay, who works with me here, she likes stranger things too, so we kind of started collecting together whatever catch my eyes and giving me some strange feeling. Then I like to touch it and have it and feel.
So what was the first thing you collected?
I think for the wet specimen, I collected this one here. This is little kitten. And I think, where was it? I found at a tattoo convention. Some Oddities store came to the tattoo convention and I saw it and I thought it was very cute. So, so I bought it. And for skull, I think my first skull that I collected, this Kapala. So it's from Tibet. So Buddhism ritual skull. Dead body is offered to vulture. So it's called a sky barrier in Tibet. So in their culture, monks or even just like normal people who are dead, they're offering their dead body to the nature. And in their belief, or Buddhism belief, even though their body is done, they're circulating the reincarnation. They, like believe in reincarnation. So offering their body and, other animals eating that, and your soul goes to the next lifetime. So they believe that. This particular skull is from the Tibet, having that ritual ceremony, belongs to the monk, and they're actually keeping their food in the skull here, or like blood or things like that. They're not cheap. Let's put it that way. But depending on what it is, actually, like normal, like skull, these are, studying skull, medical skull. Probably doctor owned it before or something like that. When they pass away, it comes to the market, and then you can easily access to it. Something like that would have been cheaper than skull like this. It's really rare, actually. You cannot even it's really difficult to get it. And things like this. This is also Tibetan skull, same kind of, ritual skull, but it's all carved. So look at how intricate these carves are.
What you thought when you saw this?
This is just amazing. And this is a real human skull, right? So
Takes tattooing to the next level,
yeah, exactly. How many people actually, touch dead body or skulls like that? It's all artwork. For me, of course, they have all the ritual stuff they do with it, but like I'm not religious person or, or against a religion or anything like that, but it's all artwork at the end. Okay, next. So this one is also Tibetan Buddhism skull ritual thing. This is made out of human skull cap, top of the skull. And they're using it for their ritual ceremony. They're playing music with it or something like that. I bought it from a doctor one time, a few years back. And this is the skull. and he looked at this leather with his microscope, and that's possibly human skin here. So that's pretty fascinating and looks really old. Look at this, how aged this one is. This is also Tibetan. They decorate like so many different animals, like monkeys or lamb or, you know, things like that. They decorate with copper, silver, jewels, metals, and stuff like that. Little tongue.
So how many of the Tibetan skulls do you have?
I have maybe like 10. It's kind of similar to this one, but all different shapes. It's just fascinating. It's called parika or something like that. That's also using for Tibetan ritual ceremony. They're cleaning skin with this knife and then cutting things with this knife when they do that kind of stuff. Religious meaning is, you know, cut off your egos or your things that you don't want to have it anymore, bad energy. So I think they clean the body, the dead body with this knife. So, you know, they just like clean it with this when they do the ceremony with it. There's lots of like fascinating stuff from Tibet or Nepal. And this one, skull cup from Burma. And this one is for their ink cap, actually, for tattoos. So they put the ink pigments here and then do the hand tap tattooing. And that's what they're using it for, you know, keep the ink in.
Does it ever make you like depressed having all these dead things around you?
No, actually, no. It's you can actually think about the dead in this way, I think. I never actually thought about dead before. Death, I mean. But then I think you more appreciate your life, you know. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow or a minute later or 30 seconds later. You could be dead. But, you know, dead things around here like this, and you can think about the death one more time and then just appreciate your life so that you can actually, you know, live life and, you know, do your best for your life. And, you know, I think that's a good thing. Dayak, so like it's a Borneo Dayak skull. So they're well known for headhunter. So they keep their enemies' skulls and decorate with boar tusks. We don't have any certificate or anything like that. We don't have like authentication, so we don't know actually. Some countries actually banned exporting their, you know, skulls from their countries just because, you know, there are many demands for collecting those skulls or, you know, making those skulls so that people can make money out of it. So, you know, like it can be real, it can be, you know, just not real. We don't really know because we don't have any, you know, death certificate or anything like that. But we collect from collectors and some people can see what's real or not. Well, when I started collecting skulls for the first time, I had a headhunter skulls called Asmet. That had a really like heavy vibe. So I put that on the shelf at my basement at home and then try to watch horror movies, and I was feeling like, oh, like just dead person looking at me whole time, and it just creeped me out a little bit, but you know, I'm just like desensitized now, so you know, pig brain, some lizard here, frogs, and then some snake skeletons here. Human teeth here. So my dentist client, she knows that I like this kind of stuff, so she, you know, when she come get tattooed, she brings her client's teeth here, so I just put them in the jar. And here's my nails. And this is Shane's toenail. This is fucking gross, but here we go. It's just like human remains, I guess. Yeah, there's snake head here. I don't know when I bought it, I forgot. It was 35 bucks. This one is actually Lindsay's. I forgot where she got it, but like, yeah, this is like fetus of the cat. With the womb actually in the womb.
Is there a story behind this one?
No. You wanna eat it? Make a story? It's well fermented probably now.
Yeah,
It's like
it's in formaldehyde?
this is yeah.
Probably tastes a little bit tangy.
Yeah, probably. This is Stillborn Puppy. It's a dark hair, so really tough to see, but since I talked about part of the collection is Lindsay's, so I brought Lindsay here today to explain her collection. So Lindsay, I noticed that you're wearing some things on your wrists. What are those?
These are human finger bone beads made with real human finger bones. And these are beads crafted from human skull.
So why do you have those?
So their spirits can be with me.
Do you know whose spirits those are?
I do not. Yes, this is a human fetus. It has undergone this process. I'm not sure if I can pronounce it correctly, but I believe it's diaphanized, which is a staining technique used to stain the bones and cartilage. But it leaves the soft tissue almost totally transparent. So when people ask me if I have any kids, I usually tell them I have a 23-week-old in a jar at my shop. I think it was close to maybe 2,700, maybe 3,000 euros. The cat, I just got him because he's just totally fucked up looking. And I thought he would bother people as much as he bothered me.
Like, people notice it right away.
Yeah.
As they come in, actually.
And he's got moonstone eyes. I think it's quite beautifully prepared. This little guy is a child headhunter skull from the Iban tribe, which I believe is in Borneo. So basically they sacrificed their enemy tribes and displayed their, I guess their kills in front of their houses to show that they're triumphing. This one is actually a child skull as well, but it's got some sort of genetic deformity. Hence the reason why it's kind of crooked in there. You can see some of the teeth haven't grown in yet. This one is my newest piece. I've been trying to get a hold of this skull for years now, harassing the guy who owned it and trying to get the best deal for it. It's a very old piece, and it's from the Ifugao tribe, which is a Filipino tribe. It's another head-hunted skull from a child. And it has tusks from a boar, and the fur is also from a boar, I believe. I think this is its tail. And you can see this little rope here that they would use to hang it outside to show that they won. Yeah, this is a fetal skull, so this is just a baby skull. Yeah, so because the cranial area is not closed, that would have normally been cartilage before it's actually formed into bone.
What is it with child skulls that you like collecting?
I feel like they're just more creepy and more darker than the adult skulls because they died at such a young age. Yeah, it's part of each piece has its own dark kind of vibes to it that you kind of can feel when you see the piece and hold the piece. So I feel like, yeah, the darker the better.
So do you think there is something about being a tattoo artist and being interested in this sort of thing? Do you think there's a connection?
What do you think?
I was thinking about that when you said that earlier, and I'm not sure. Tattoo artists, I think, tend to be into darker subject matter. Maybe it's because of the pain that we endure getting all the tattoos or the pain that we put our clients through. Maybe there's something psychologically backing that. I'm not sure. We all have to tattoo skulls. That's how I first got into it, is either drawing or tattooing skulls. But
And like everybody has a skull. Some people are grossed out with the skulls and stuff, but like you have it in your head, right? And then in artist's perspective, if you don't understand the skull, then you wouldn't be able to draw faces correct. So if you think about art perspective, skull is the basic of the drawing. Skeleton and muscle is the basic of the understanding of the art. I mean, the understanding of the face and body figure and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty common for us as an artist. And tattoo industry, we tattoo a lot of skulls and skeletons and stuff like that. So it's pretty common for us, and we are exposed to that kind of subject matter. So I think it tend to be more like natural, normalized for us than desensitized. Desensitized is that. Yeah, good word for it.
desensitized with dark sense of humor is a dangerous combination.
Yeah.
I even asked my mom this weekend if I could have her skull after she passes. And she thought it was hilarious. So it's a good thing she has the same
Did you really?
I did.
That's amazing.
Sometimes with tattoos and stuff, it's about taking control of your body.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily harming it or, filtrating that pain, but just being able to change something about yourself. Sometimes it's hard to lose weight. Sometimes it's hard to, get that, look that you want. But with tattoos, it's instant validation. You just pay some money and you can take control and feel better about that body part that you might not have liked as well.
Yeah, actually, lots of people get tattoo and get confidence back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's tattoo therapy.
Yeah, so that was my collection. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, you can subscribe and like button.